Quick one, yeah. Quick one at that. Is the Broodmother, though, with the Lycan especially? Yeah, Lena final pick. So support Lena.
Maybe?
I assume. Is the Broodmother, though, with the Lycan especially?
Mid Lena? Support Shaker? I'm so lost. I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
I would think Brood off. You got
so you're running support Shaker and support Lena?
Yeah.
That just sounds awful.
Reserve time.
Yeah, Lena as a support almost seems like... Now, I don't want to say a bit of a waste, but it's like you're underutilizing her almost, as far as what her true potential could be. Now as she didn't get these nerfs this recent patch that definitely hurt her as a middle hero. I still expect to see her, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'll still see her. We'll have to see how much it hurt, but that'll be Clutch's mid laner. Definitely going to be interesting. They don't really have a great answer to the Brood. As long as she gets some early levels, doesn't just die at level 1 a couple times, could really get out of hand. Like, they have answers to Brood in the mid game once Bat can start fireflying all of it down. Queen of Pain can hopefully just do enough AoE to kill off Spiderlings, but even that's kind of committal. I think Universe is set up to have a potentially great Brood game.
Yeah.
And it is, yeah, okay. Support Lena.
You sound so excited about this.
It's just weird. Like, we don't see hardly any Shaker support anymore. We don't see any Lena support anymore. And, like, Lena's not seen as a support because without her levels, honestly, just a bad version of Lion.
Yeah.
If Lena's not getting a bunch of items, a bunch of gold, it really just, there's very little reason to pick that over Lena.
I was actually just thinking that myself. It's like that, or even like a Rasta, as we've seen here already in this event. Like, the one benefit that Lena brings over the others. Did they swap, by the way? Apparently, they might have swapped, actually. Because chat's blowing up about that. Let's see.
Sumail's on Lena now, crits on Puck.
What?
Dude, is this the support Puck? Is it happening? Is it happening?
Okay.
He has wards. A stick.
Okay, so
Puck.
Well, let's do what we've been doing. Let's go over the lineups here.
Yeah.
Do Evil Geniuses here on the Radiant side. We have Sumail is going to be on the Lena here. Arteezy on the Lycan. Universe playing that offlane Broodmother. Zai on the Earthshaker. And why not play a support Puck? Says Crit.
Fair enough. Well, over on Clutch's side, we're going to see them attempt to stop that with Fly Solo on Disruptor, Armel on Drow Ranger, Rappy on the Bat Rider, Gabby on Queen of Pain, and Boombax playing Slardar. Honestly, it's a Drow draft. You got to win at least one lane hard, and you've got to put pressure on buildings. So the onus is definitely on Clutch here to get something done.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to this Puck, though. So, Puck support.
Yeah.
So obviously what he brings a Waning Rift, I assume it could even be an ability that he just maxes out first, get that 3-second silence. Wouldn't it be a bad option?
I would imagine so, yeah. In reality, I could potentially see this if there's a jungler that's going to be killing a lot of creeps, like an Enigma, and you wanted to go leech off of him, maybe steal a few of them fairly safely. Something you could go do a little bit of roaming work on if you didn't need a stun, but... it just does not offer much in the way of a support until level 6. You don't zone that well. You're pretty squishy. I'm curious. We'll leave it at curious.
Curiosity getting the best of us here. One other thing I want to point out here, I mentioned Armel has been fun to watch in Clutch Gamers as that mid player especially. He's playing the Drow here in what's the offlane actually with the Slaughter. They're going aggressive. Trialing it even looks like down here. So yeah, Gabby is actually on the Queen of Pain this game in the middle role. So interesting change up there. Perhaps just a comfort thing.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to watch a ton of top lane here. Universe and how well he controls these spiders versus the Bat Rider is going to be the big decider in this game. Of course, there's an aggro try. That's a thing, too.
Well, speaking of that aggro try, Crit. Crush comes out. I don't think he's dying here, but man, he almost dies. No salve to pop either. Although Lycan has one, I don't think he's giving that up. Lycan will need to be careful himself. And yeah, this aggressive trialing is already doing plenty of work here, it feels like.
Yeah, these supports are just terrible at trying to keep your safe laner safe.
The players or the heroes?
The heroes. Like, your Earthshaker doesn't even have mana for 2 Fissures.
Yeah. That was a joke, guys. Calm down.
Come on. EG Flame. Everyone loves it.
He's once again having to run away, but again, it's like, what can he do? He has the Illusory Orb. He's very hard to kill right now. That's all he brings as a support.
They committed, though. That's the end of Zai's mana to lock Bonebacks in here.
He just doesn't really care, though. He's still just going to kind of be here, and he's got those boots to help run if need be. Doesn't have his sprint just yet, but not even necessary.
In all honesty, I want to see them just grab a Talon on Arteezy and leave this lane to crit to get some levels in. I don't think you can compete against this Drow tri-lane. Because you never get better on the side of EG. You hit level 2 and you don't get some spike. The Slaughter gets sprint to go with his crush, the Disruptor gets glimpse, and you get literally nothing.
Worth mentioning, too, Lycan, didn't he get Howl nerfed last patch? I want to say
He did
his
need a nerf.
Howl cooldown increased by 5 seconds at each level. So, slight nerf right there. He is going the Howl build, at least right now. He's just passing up the Wolves, which, again, I like, and really just helps your laning presence as a team.
This is what I'm talking about top lane, though. Rappy's under so much pressure just from these Spiderlings. Can't quite close.
Wow.
But yeah, this is the problem. He doesn't want to blow his Firefly just for a couple Spiderlings that Universe can run away. But if he's never blowing Firefly, then Universe is just crushing this lane.
Bottom lane, Drow, they're running at him. Howl's popped. Arteezy needs to be careful to go too far, though. Thunderstrike doing plenty of damage in turn, starts to limping away now. Gonna pop that south. First blood in the middle lane, meanwhile. Gabby goes down, watching the action down here still, though. Crit, he made into falling Wayne and Rift. He's gonna go down, but so does Disruptor. A 1-for-1 exchange here at the bottom lane, support for support. But again, Samael working off that first blood in the middle. Lowcaster, missing the shot right there right now. Earthshaker. Zai, can he get away from this? The Frost Arrow getting him close. Illusory Orb in, they go for the turn, they get the turn, and again they die at the same time. But now Armel, this could be the big difference maker, if anything. One more auto attack. Oh, they just run him down, actually. Crit got it off, and that ultimately puts them ahead now.
Your Puck just got a triple kill.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
All right.
There we go.
That's one way to
Server
make him
caught up.
relevant. I still have no idea how Sumail actually killed Gabby here. Gabby's blink was on cooldown when he died. I'm just going to say Sumail's a god.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, you see Gabby is having to fall back,
Dire's
pops us
middle
out, but
tower
again,
is
it goes
under
back to
attack.
Gabby's not typically the mid player, to be fair. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's the reason, but you're playing against arguably the best mid player in the world, a lot of people would say, and it's going to be tough for anyone, let alone a very experienced player.
Man,
That mid role.
that was, yeah, it was just so throwy from Boombacks to be as deep as he was and all that. He was just like hardcore trying to beat on the backlines and really committed on crit, which cost him his life. And once Slaughter dies, I mean, Drow Disruptor is super squishy, but good on Zai for managing his mana this well. That's probably the biggest thing in that tri-lane. He always had a
Dire's
Fissure
top
up when he
tower
needed it.
is under attack.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do. I mean, he really gets 2 fissures, as you're talking about, before he has to, regen up. Obviously, keep those clarities up, though. And that's something I listen to casters and analysts at the BTS Hub talking about quite often in the regional qualifiers, is that clarities and backpacks were pretty popular throughout the event.
Absolutely.
Nice winning rift, by the way, and the Dragon Slave is enough to finish the job on a Gabby. The fissure was on the wrong side, but it really didn't matter.
Double damage.
I wasn't even watching that. I'm just watching Universe just dumpster Rappy up here. He took the tower already.
Yeah, by the way, top tower's dead.
Dire's middle
This
tower
is,
under
Brood,
attack.
I kind of just stay away from Brood whenever I see it happen in a game, because it's like, yeah, he's just always pushing in the lane,
Dire's
doing his own thing.
structures
It's
are
whatever.
fortified.
What can you do? Actions elsewhere, though.
Mind games, though.
Middle lane. They want to kill Lina. Gonna go for it. Quap jumps in. Here comes Slardar with the crush, and then follow up from Disruptor. They're gonna slowly tickle him down. He puts the LSA on himself, but good job by Slaughter avoiding it and staying alive as well. So, yeah, Lina just kind of man-moding right there. Pretty much had to.
Yeah, had the DD ruin. Gabby's blink forward looked a little aggressive, but Boombacks managed to get the stun off in time for him. Universe is going in for this.
Fly
Not
solo.
quite enough.
Oh, the magic stick pop right there, and the howl on top of that coming out from Lycan. They just baited that Disruptor big time, by the way. He was not expecting that massive heal onto crit playing that puck.
It's literally a hand to God at this point in nighttime.
They buffed Hand
It's
of God,
absolutely
sir.
insane.
They buffed Hand of God.
All right, it's finally slightly less than a hand to God at level 1.
Yeah.
What a just bizarre.
That was 200 health, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's 200 health.
That's insane.
Absolutely insane. Really good use of the Lycan's Howl, honestly. They've used it not only to heal people up and save them, but to make turn kills on it. I'm just very impressed with the way EG's played this so far.
Yeah, Clutch Gamers, rough start once again for them. We'll see if they can calm things down. Gabby, uh-oh. She's going to blink. She pops the shrine, but she's running into a trap here of sorts. Fissure comes out. Crit, Luceria Orb, only level 2 with both that and the Waning Rift. He's not going to go for it. Going to play somewhat defensive here. Doesn't have his phase shift just yet as well, so keep that in mind. He's going to be glimpsed back. Meanwhile, what the hell? Boombox just gets bursted down by Lena back here. In comes the Sonic Wave, wants to kill Puck, but that's the support Puck. What a disjoint. It's not going to be enough as the Shadow Strike goes up. They also take out the Earthshaker as well, so looked a little flashy there for a second for EG, but ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Clutch.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Bottom
that was
lane up,
actually
make it a
so
2-for-2. Although Arteezy could fall here as well. Gabby ports in. He got the kill on Drought, but at what cost? Double kill for Gabby there.
That's actually a rough kill to give up. The mid laner got a ton of XP and gold there. Yes, you lost your Drow, but slowing down Artor right now, definitely a
Dire's
huge
middle
thing for
tower
Clutch.
has
Yeah.
fallen.
Little bit of life out of them at least.
And then there's Brew top lane. Running down Rappy once again. Yep, he's level 7.5. He's, what does he have, a soul ring so far? Let's take a look at that net worth chart, or net worth in general.
Dire's middle
He's
tower
second in the
is
game
under
behind Lena,
attack.
of course, who's at 4,400 net worth here
Surprise.
right now. So this Drow's not doing good, man. I thought Armel at least would have been doing decent, but 2 deaths, I guess, is really hurting him.
It's a Drow. If you're dying as Drow, you can't even really blame yourself half the time.
Arteezy, he doesn't have shapeshift. He's trying to live here, pops the Hal, heals up a little bit. He kind of has supporting guy. Fissure gonna eventually come out, blocks a 3 in the background, and Slaughter cannot chase. So once again, Zai being very on point with these fissures, saving the day. Oh, Lena, Samil's hunting. He wants kills, damn it. He wants a kill on Gabby, LSA. Does he have Laguna Blade? Of course he does. He got glimpsed though.
Dire's top
Even with
tower
Laguna
has
Blade, I don't
fallen.
think he's getting that kill.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all my attention focused on Universe. Tier 2 already falling 8 minutes into the game.
Playing his own game.
So far, this is pretty standard Brood stuff. It's just what do you do from here? Universe has a few options. Pressure the Tier 3, which usually results in feeding a ton of spiderlings to the enemy team. Or you just make the entire Dire jungle yours, which would be my guess what he'll do. Or you go reposition bottom and try to work on those towers. But yeah, it looks like he's going to just take the steal all of your farm idea.
Double damage.
And he's actually going to be going to Solar Crest here initially. It's I've seen a couple of Broodmothers lately. I saw Mag's Broodmother actually in the regional qualifiers. He pretty much went straight into Orchid. Well, that's kind of a routine build, but Universe liking the Solar Crest here.
I mean, Dag and E-Blade's the only true build, right?
Yeah, sure. Why aren't we seeing that, right?
There was one qualifier game EG did it, actually. He just went Dagon 5 because he got it super early, and he'd just run around in webs up on cliffs. So they couldn't even with sentries find him, and he just zapped people from the high ground. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I like the Solar Crest. I'm hoping he follows it up with something a little tanky, a little battle-y. I want to see like SNY BKB out of him. He could just run at the Drow, then sit on the Drow. Incapacitating Bite is so good as a counter carry tool. Like, most people don't realize it's a 60% miss chance.
Oh, he doesn't even have it leveled up yet, but once he starts to, wow, that was a horrible sentence that I said.
It'll get there.
Up to 60%. It starts at 30%, but up to 60% miss chance. Yeah, that's pretty much in a man mode fight. You are not winning against the Broodmother in most cases. Lycan, what does he farm in? He's farming the Armlet. No surprise there. A lot of these battle items early on as a team. You know, the Solar Crest we're just talking about in Brood, the Armlet coming out of Lycan. Earthshaker, how's that Blink Dagger coming along? It's still going to be a ways, but he went the Soul Ring first and 850 gold saved up, so.
Ooh, they want Sumail.
That. We're going to find Sumail. Shadow Strike comes out. Flame Break also pushes him back. Nice LSA into the Fissure, though. Here comes the Illusory Orb. No Dream Coil just yet. Crit's only level 4, unfortunately. And actually going to be lassoed backwards right now, but here comes a Broodmother, baby. Unstable Hunger's popped, going for Rappy, however he flies over the ledge. That's his Bane right there. The kill on a crit of the backlines, by the way. Laguna Blade was used, but it didn't actually secure a kill. However, they will finally take out Bat Rider in the end. Queen of Pain, though, she does survive. And she wants this kill now. She's going back in. She gets the kill on a Sumail. That's a nice bounty, and she ports out. Well played by Gabby there, actually.
Very well played. Yeah, that could have been suicide. Instead, getting a quick kill on Sumail and getting out. Absolutely massive.
Insatiable hunger. I was saying unstable hunger. Insatiable. It's a funny word.
Insatiable's a good word.
We'll just call it ulti
Ulti, yeah.
from now
Amateur
on.
casters here.
It's my
Broodmother
first
presses
cast.
her R button. Puck presses her R button.
Middle lane, Earthshaker's trying to make up some farm for that Blink Dagger here again. He's playing this very aggressive, almost lucky that no one's nearby, but again, he has that vision at the same time, so by luck, I mean, with his skill. Got the word up here.
All these
Confident.
lucky wards they laid.
Yeah.
Honestly, Zeiss farm's pretty good for a 4-position Earthshaker. He's working his way towards Blink at a decent clip. Should look to have it around 16, 17 minutes. About the right time. Sumail Bloodstone almost polished off as well. That's the huge thing. We're only 12 minutes into this game, and Sumail's almost at Bloodstone.
Yeah. Wondering if he's going to be going for that first item here, but that's the answer. He sure enough does. With the LSA damage as well. They have plus 80 damage there as far as the talent goes.
Interesting. Most people usually take cast range.
Well, okay, so actually, again, these regional qualifiers, I feel like it's different. It's different for starting with the qualifiers, because I agree with you. Up until that point, it feels like the range was what people were taking, but in the qualifiers, pretty much every Lina I saw was getting this talent. So
If you're
it just
farming a
seems
lot, it
back.
makes so the 2 skills used to kill a creep wave, but the recent round of Lina nerfs, I'm not actually sure if it full kills a wave. I think it probably would.
Yeah. That's a bottom tower kill. Hal stays at level 2. Interesting decision there by RTZ. He actually wants to level up the wolves now. So just keeping that at level 2 of its ability. Bottom lane, Dream Coil. Where it goes in. Waning Rift as well. RTZ's running as a follow-up, and the Fissure helps secure it. So good execution there by EG, and they're going to go for a secondary tower now.
Yeah, there's not a lot that Clutch can do to stop this. You still don't have the Blink Dagger on Rappy, so your initiation's kind of awkward. You do have Sonic Wave up, though. And they
Blink.
look like they're going to try.
Bat Rider, no blink. He does have the drops. LSA, though. He gets stunned out. Bat Rider takes a Laguna Blade to the face. He goes down. Echo Slam from Zai right on top of Queen of Pain. Not the prettiest, to be honest, and Zai ends up falling to this most likely. But here's Broodmother. Nice Sonic Wave coming out from Gabby. She needs to blink 5 more seconds, though. Magic Wand maybe to save the day. LSA misses, but the turret of right clicks coming out from Sumail. Plenty of damage to secure that kill. A 3-for-1 so far now. RML could be in trouble as well. Dream Coil on cooldown for 20 more seconds. So they don't really have the best catch right here. Another web put down. Universe wants this kill, damn it. He's going to die for it. Solar Crest ready to go as well. Enhanced damage. Sodar. He'll fall. Will they get the draw as well? Yes, they will. Crit picks him off barely at the last second. And finally, they're going to finish off the Tier 2 tower, what they started with at the beginning of all this. Oh, maybe. We'll
Sumail
see.
got his Bloodstone before that. 17 charges to start it off. He's just insane. They're so big right now in the CG lineup. And they almost had to be. Like, their catch is really bad until Earthshaker gets his blink. But this kind of tempo has shot these supports up in net worth.
And there's the Mask of Madness finished on Lycan now. Top it all off. That is huge, though. Yeah, the Bloodstone charges from 12 to 17. That's the dream Bloodstone right there. You just get a complete wipeout in a team fight right after you pick it up. And now Sumail's feeling very good.
He's pretty happy. They're going to dedicate a little bit of farm time here to Zydo. Just get this blink online, and then the rest of the game should be fairly elementary.
Look at what he's going for also on Lina next. And I know I've brought this up before a couple of, whether it's been you or just other co-casters, the idea of the Blink Dagger not being picked up a lot on Lina's, if at all. And I feel like the reasoning has always kind of been with the cast animation of LSA, it's kind of easy to avoid or easier to avoid than other abilities, other stuns. So it's just not as effective, but Sumail's going it here.
That's a big part of it. Another part is just the fact that Lina gets such nice damage talents that Shadowblade having attack speed and damage on it just makes it all the better. But yeah, this kind of game, I'm totally down for Blink. It also can get her out of a gust. Like if Drow just gusts randomly to try to push her back and stop her, she can blink out until the silence is done, which can be pretty useful. Wow, Universe Basher almost done here.
Yep. Why no Orchid this game? Why not the Orchid into Bloodthorn?
The only person that's great against this Queen of Pain, it's okay against Squab, or okay against Disruptor, but probably just looking for some way to get through BKBs when those come up. It'll help with that. Maybe it's just what he likes to go. Because yeah, I don't have a lot of great reasons for it. I think Orchid was probably slightly better. I don't know.
I guess Orchid is just more of the solo pickoff, where this Solar Crest build into Basher, this seems like more of a, I'm going to group up with my team and, you know, fight as a team. Not to say you couldn't do that with Orchid, of course, but I guess that could maybe be a little bit of the logic. But
EG's forcing really hard here.
kill secured, I guess. Right there on Disruptor. Sauter's also going to get picked off, and now Drow runs into this trap. Oh, no, they're just running at them. The whole face smash into the Radiant team is not the most effective strategy for Clutch Gamers right there. And she wants more on Sumail, but not going to get more. And 20 charges on Bloodstone, though, not bad.
Yeah, no kidding. That was around the shrine. They had people porting in. It's just, Clutch is just looking rough. Let's not say EG's not playing this well, because they are playing this amazingly well. But some of Clutch's decision making, they're just trying to take fights they really don't have the tools to take.
Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave is ready to go. There's the Veil. Is she going to use it here for RTZ? No, not going to go for it. Hal was just activated by Lycan, so it doesn't have that burst to a glimpse back in, though. Going to be forced to fight. Never mind. They don't really follow it up. They're just so scared.
Yeah.
Bringing him into the tier 3 tower isn't enough.
I'm wondering if they didn't think he had Aegis or something. If I'm Queen of Pain, I'm more than happy to kill RTZ there.
Yeah.
Sonic Wave to scream with the Veil, drop him, get that bounty.
Echo Slam
Maybe
was
slows the
ready.
push.
I feel like maybe that had something to do with it. They just didn't want to push into that. And speaking of that, Zai. Oh boy, you know what's coming, Drow. Sorry, Drow, you're dead. Chant Totem, no Echo Slam even needed. There's another Laguna Blade. God, what is that, a 10-second cooldown it feels like?
It's so short.
That Rider flying away. They're on the hunt, though. Wolf will find him. Glimpse on somebody. That was a Lycan, I believe, but he's like, all right, I got Shapeshift, gonna go right back in. Crit secures the kill. Sumail actually gets a double kill out of it. And Lycan's just going running on in. Zai with the Echo Slam. It's Sauter. Again, not the prettiest, but it gets one kill. There's a Sonic Wave finishing off RTZ, but now Queen of Pain has to blink before she dies. And she does.
The only little glimmer there was killing RTZ, and it goes on to the Disruptor. That feels bad.
760 gold for him.
Oh boy. He'll get right on carrying this. But yeah, EG's just going to sweep the tier 3 tower here, 18 minutes into this game.
I still can't get over this Bloodstone at 18 minutes into the game. He already has freaking, what is it, 22 charges?
For all the chat that mocked the SNY, look at what Brood's got queued up.
That is an SNY. He hasn't bought it yet. Let's not get too ahead of yourself, sir. Lena? Trying to get away? Okay. Let's just end life right here.
She just instant respawn from the Bloodstone, instantly buys boots of travel.
And she's already coming back up. They need to be careful about diving into this. I don't even think they're thinking about that. They're still chasing it. Oh, boy, Lena's back. Laguna Blade. LSI connects, and that's a dead Quap right there. Laguna Blade finally comes out. Kill streak continues for the Lena now. And Chant Totem not going to connect. Bat Rider a little bit too far away. Glimpse back on somebody there as well, but they're just still going to chase it now. So we're checking that Glimpse back, but the rest just run them down. Queen of Pain and Bat Rider staying dead. Clutch Gamers, again, looking very similar to the first game against Newbie. They just really can't catch their footing. And
yeah, and this is really, I mean, I alluded to it at the end of the last Clutch game. I'm glad they're getting a chance to play against international teams. This kind of exposure is what a region needs when they're bringing new teams in. But it's a rough learning curve to watch.
Rack's going down here. You also got to wonder, again, the mindset here of Clutch Gamers, like we talked about coming into this, is they just came off a disappointing regionals. They came just short, losing 2-1 to Execration in the qualifiers at the 3rd spot. You know, going into this event, sure, there's some money on the line and everything, but as
Sumail just
barely gets out. Okay, well, Sumail's dead, but he's back up now.
just sat there right-clicking Disruptor and base with 4 people on them.
Yeah,
Zero intention of getting out.
EG, on the other hand, having plenty of fun with it. They're going to TI. They know they're using this event to help prepare for said event, and looking good right now on the verge of going 2-0 here in the groups. Crit will get bursted down, though. Sonic Wave finishes the job, and now Gabby, he has really no escape plan. He doesn't have a TP. He has a Yules. Blink, they're in time. Slaughter being run down, though. And they're just gonna kite them away from their base. I guess that's the one big positive here. Sumail is just never ending, man. He's constantly back in these fights. He's finally down to 11 charges, by the way, in the Bloodstone.
Oh man, one below where he started. Oh, let's fix that.
There we go. We're back to the beginning. We got 12, and they stopped chasing the Queen of Pain. Oh, yeah.
And I don't know anything insider-wise, but I've been on like managing teams that didn't make TI, that they were already in tournaments. This qualifier was before the TI quals. They may already be done, and they're just kind of playing their games out, you know?
Yeah. Won't speculate too much, but it does
No,
seem
I'm
like
not.
that
I'm not.
something's a little off here from Clutch, because I frankly expected maybe a little bit better of them as far as performance goes, but all the credit to Newbie and EG, of course. They're looking very good in these games, and obviously the fight's still going on. It feels like this is that overtime stage, though. Slaughter's going to fall. Here comes Puck. That's a support Puck, remember, and he's just cleaning up. He got a hat trick earlier. He wants another couple of kills. Good game, well played, is called, as Samuel gets a double tap to finish, and he'll finish with 15 Bloodstone charges. That's what's really important. Oh, never mind. He died at the end. Well, EG wins.
Man, losing those last few Bloodstone charges, what a disaster. But no, nice showing from EG. Honestly, a fairly clean game out of them, especially with the very unorthodox draft. This is what I love to see.
They're looking good. Fun team as always. They're now 2-0. Again, they beat OG in the opening match. Apparently,